of Room 2 for institutional sharing and individual sharing. In today's conference, we are having with us Dr. Raghavendra Dubey. Sir has a PhD in pharmaceutical sciences and is the head of institute in IPS Sage University, Indore. Sir is working as a convener in Value and Ethics Development Cell at Sage University. I would like to welcome Sir in our conference. Next in line, we have with us Mr. Sajadji. Nidhi has completed her Masters of Computer Science Engineering from Savitribai Phule, Pune University. Ma'am is working as faculty in Shivaji Rao S. Chandhale College of Engineering, Dombivli, Maharashtra. Ma'am is involved in UH related activities since July 2000. I welcome you, ma'am, in our conference. I now would like to request Nidhi to take forward the session. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Harshaji, for welcoming us. I would again welcome Dr. Raghavendra Dubey as our chair for this session. This session is meant for individual sharings. We are having our prestigious alumni with us who has been exploring UHV since their college time and now they are working. So with that, I would like to invite our first speaker of today, Mr. Akash Mishraji. Akash ji have done his BTech in Information Technology from Indraprastha Engineering College, Ghaziabad, Uttar Pradesh. From University Abdul Kalam Technical University, Lucknow. In 2021, he has passed out. And since past 3 years, he has been working with IT industry as a software developer. We are sure his sharing is going to help us explore on how an individual going through this content of value education can work ahead at their workplace also. So we welcome Akash Mishraji. Over to you for your sharing.
Ji, Namaste everyone. I am Akash Misra. I belong to Basti, Uttar Pradesh. I have completed my graduation from Indraprastha Engineering College, Ghaziabad, Uttar Pradesh, India. Currently, I am working as a software developer in an IT company. I went through UHB during my college days in 2018-19 with the help of my professor, Dr. Upashna Misra ji. So basically, I used to think that UHB should not taught to technical person because I used to think that there may be do's and don'ts. But when I go through the workshop, I found that there is no do's and don'ts. There is only self-exploration. This point turned me that it should be taught to every background person. And also one thing, see, my professor told me that if you are going to attend this workshop is going to help you lifelong. So this word that workshop will help me lifelong kicked me to attend this workshop. So after attending the workshop, what impacts I am getting in my personal life and professional life that I'm going to share with you all. Coming to my personal life, so I belong to a typical Brahman family where a lot of preconditioning is there. So UHP helped me a lot in right evaluation of those preconditionings. In my family, I have my grandfather, father, mother, and three sisters. Being male, my father used to be quite dominant. So mostly there used to be one-side communication in my family from my father's side. So the moment there used to be one-way conversation, I used to get irritated, and sometimes also I have feeling of opposition towards my father. But when I understand the feeling of trust in relationship, I understand this thing that it's not his intention issue, it's his competence issue. His intention is pure. He want to make me happy. So this clarity helped me in starting dialogue with my father. And now there used to be two-way conversation with my father. Also, UHP proposals helped me to initiate my father's UHP journey So he also attended few UHP family workshop, and now we are exploring together. With my sister, I would like to share that before UHP, what used to happen that my sister used to hide few things with me. They used to think if they will share, then definitely I maybe become angry. So they used to hide some things. But after attending the feeling of respect in relationship, that the other is similar to me, I become more responsible, that reflect in my behavior. So my sisters started sharing everything with me. And now there is no conversation gap between us. We all are ready to listen and understand each other. And since childhood, I was very much close to my mother. So what happens in my childhood that several relatives, neighbors complain to my mother and to us that their child got changed post marriage. So I used to have this question since childhood that how a child can change post marriage. So after going through this workshop and understanding the feeling of affection, I get this assurance that if I am going to live with this understanding, then definitely I am not going to change, and my mother is not going to have such complaints. So even today, if my mother listens to neighbors or relatives, and if there is some up and down in her, then my sisters used to assure her that don't worry, your child is not going to change because he is associated with UHP. And currently in my family, everyone has attended online offline workshop. Only my mother have not attended offline workshop. So we all are exploring together. So definitely UHP journey is going very nice in my family, in my personal living. So coming to my professional journey, I started my career in August 2021, and I got layoff in February 2023. So the moment I got layoff, I was able to accept the situation as it is. There was no disharmony within. So the moment when I have talked with my friend, I meet them, they few of them ask me this question, Akash, are you normal or pretending to be normal in this situation? Then at that moment, I was able to observe that since I have somehow understand the feeling of prosperity, that one thing I have done, correct identification of my physical facility needs, and also I have this confidence that I have right skills to ensure more than required physical facility for myself. So this is the reason due to which I was very much normal, and I told the same reason to my friends as well. And in my current organization, so we have to meet some targets, like we have to deliver few story points as a team in a iteration. So each iteration used to be of 2 weeks. So what happens that if any developer's work is not going to the prod or fail somewhere in testing or somewhere within that 2 weeks, so definitely we are going to lose those story points. So as a team, we have to always ready to by putting some extra effort and working on some extra story points so that we are able to cover up those losing story points if any developer is going to lose. So I am able to collaborate with my team very comfortably. There is no irritation or there is no feeling of opposition for anyone, means if someone work is not getting. So we are able to do that thing in my organization. And also one incident I would like to share for how USB changed me from being problem centric to solution centric. So once during deployment, what happened that due to some error from our side, all servers become down after the deployment. So everyone become very much irritated, started blaming each other. At that moment, I was comfortable within. So I was able to see everyone's situation, and I start initiated the communication with everyone that we can sit and discuss. So we formatted few teams, one team for how we can resolve the issue, and another team for working on it for resolving as per their expertise. So we were able to do this very calmly and we met the target, and even everyone was just blaming each other because they were thinking, means this used to be in industry that there might be escalation may happen. So everyone was worrying about escalation only. So means if my error is that, then I will be out of that project and all these things. So everyone was just fine to blame each other. But what happened, since we were able to cop up those things very in a very short span of time, so there no escalation happened from client side, and even our manager is also become very much calm, and all these things. So definitely UHP is helping me very much in my personal as well as corporate life. So, and UHP have helped me a lot in both lives. So this much sharing I want to put in front of you all. Thank you. Namaste.
Ji, thank you so much, Akash ji, for your sharing. Before we go ahead for sharing the brief highlights which you have shared, let me see if there are any questions from our delegates who are attending this session in the Zoom or in the YouTube. I invite questions for your sharing. If there are any questions from our delegates who have joined here in the Zoom platform, I would request them to put your questions for Akash ji's sharing or your reflections. Ji. Before anybody puts up this question, I have this question, Akash ji, for you. Um, Ji, from your sharing, I could see that while you were in the college, you have been interacting with your mentor. But now, have you been interacting with your mentor after your college days also? And what is the platform for it?
Yes, so since during college, if you see over the AICT UHB website, so there are a few implementation model of UHB. So in my college, professors were trying to implement all those models. So due to which I get connected with almost every resource person of my college, all my mentors, and still I am connected with them. I am attending northern region weekly meeting and also morning session as well. So I am still connected, and if I have any query and anything, then all these mentors are always with me for resolving that.
Ji, thank you so much, Akash ji, for helping us see that during the college days and after that also, we have possibilities for an individual to stay connected with this content of value education. Thank you for that. If anybody else would like to have any question, I'll check with our YouTube moderators if we can have any question for Akash ji sharing.
Didi, I would like to ask
Ji.
Akashji, at your workplace, are the people noticing your behavior exclusively and pointing it out that something special is there in you? Have they noticed? Have you discussed UHB with them?
So Didi, this used to be happen one common question that how you are comfortable in such kind of situation if there is work pressure and all those things. So definitely I have told them that I have gone through this content and you can also go through this content. So since it's not in priority of everyone to give 5 days or 8 days, so not possible. Although I have shared the YouTube links with them so that they can go through the content. So this way.
Okay, thank you. Thank you.
Ji. Thank you so much, Sangeeta ji, for asking that question. And we certainly see that this difference is there when an individual goes through value education at the time when they are going through the skill education, then they are getting ample time for the exploration. Later, it may become difficult for deciding this priority part. But Akashji, we are sure with your presence in your organization, people must someday would finding it valuable, and we are ready to provide them this platform. See. So at this moment, now there are no more questions from our YouTube or panelists from delegates from here. Uh, I would like to present the highlights which you have shared, Akashji.
Didi,
Ji, Didi.
there is one
Ji,
question, Didi, in the question and answer section. What
ji.
were the strategies you applied for changing your relationship with your father?
Okay, Didi. So basically, UHP gave me a way of communication with the help of proposal. So I started communication with my father in the form of proposals only. So the moment this way communication started with my father, he was able to agree with me. Like that, if he's saying something that you do this thing or that thing, that maybe due to some reasons I am not ready, but since I am able to listen him and as well as I have no doubt on him, so I was completely able to listen him as well as I am able to put my own things in front of him in the form of proposal. So due to which he started listening me as well. So this way we started two-way communication just in the form of proposal only, Didi.
Ji,
Roshan,
thank
you could,
ji.
sorry, Akashi, you could share some example if you can say.
Yes, Didi, sure. Actually, yeah, means one one situation I would like to share that once he wants me to do something. So at that moment, means he want a very big amount with me. So during my job, I am sharing with you all. So what happens that I have to make decisions that I can give him that much big amount or not. Then I had one discussion with him that we can do this thing, we can initiate this thing with a small amount, and let's start with a small amount. As well as I put a proposal in front of him that yeah, definitely I can give you this much thing or whatever you want, we can fulfill it. And also, would you like to go through 8 days of family workshop in IIT Kanpur? So definitely he means he said yes, and everything was just in the form of proposal only. Means I discussed with my mentors as well, so they suggest me just have a discussion in the form of proposal, and is still today most of the discussion with father, since he is senior most in our family, so every discussion is in the form of proposal. So I used to see that initially before UHP, he was not able to accept me or my words or even anyone in my family. But since the conversation is going in the form of proposal, so he's always ready to listen us. So this thing happened with him.
Ji, thank you so much, Akash ji, for that example. Manisha ji, would you like to take that next question for him?
Yes, there is one more question. Akashi, you are able to be stable during that tough time in your job throughout, or you are stable only after some oscillation? You could be able to stable yourself only after some oscillation. So this is one of the questions from uh, Devi VG. She's Dean, Future Royal College of Engineering.
Yes, Didi. So I got the question. So basically, I would like to put here the content of imagination. So what happens, the more we are aware of our content of imagination, that it is going through our natural acceptance or not. So this is the reason that I am mostly comfortable within. So in my tough time, in my everyday, so the more I am aware of my content of imagination, the more I am comfortable. So this thing I would like to say, Didi. And definitely during those tough times as well, even I would like to say that those means, I will not say tough time, because due to UHV I was means there was nothing in my mind. So those were 5 months, and during those 5 months, I was able to accept the situation as it is. Just because of UHV, I understand to accept the situation as it is. That there is world war going on, means world war not mean in two countries war is going on, and also so much means drop down in IT industry in their revenue. So these are the reasons due to which company have to lay off me. So that's why I was able to accept the situation as it is. Siri.
Ji, thank you so much, Akash ji. I'm very sure that our attendees must have got the answers they are expecting from Akash ji's sharing. Ji. If we have any more questions, we would welcome you all to put it here. And we are available there. Akash ji is with us. If a question comes across, he's there with us throughout this session. You can put it later also. As we go ahead, I would like to put the brief highlights which Akash ji has shared with us. The very important point with which he started is the process of self-exploration. And as he mentioned, this was not just the subject for learning for a particular phase of life, but it has become helpful for him throughout the time which he has spent exploring. And he's very sure that this can be helpful for lifelong. He has very beautifully shared, if an individual goes through these proposals, how a harmonious family can be there around the person. So he shared with us the example of his father and sister. And now we see the possibility that one individual in a family, if goes through proposals and the sincere exploration with the help of their mentors, can help the other family members also to lead towards harmonious living. You have also shared about your work experience, and this major shift which you could observe in yourself was during the layoff time, and you were actually comfortable even if you were facing it, accepting it was possible for you. While the work is in progress, while the work is going on, how you are able to better face the situations which are coming across a software professional's life, that also you have exemplified with this example of server going down at the time of deployment. While answering the questions, the important point which you have highlighted is, if an individual is aware about the content of imagination, then we can stay stable within ourselves, and we can better deal with people around us and help them also to lead towards harmony. You are also able to relate the current situation with the societal issues which are around us, and an individual like you can be an example in an corporate organizations, where you can see the possibility to include the colleagues from your organization to come and be part of this value contain, but as and when they are ready. The best part is you are not forcing them, but you are setting an example for them to lead a harmonious life in the family as well as workplace. So thank you very much, Akash ji, for your presence and sharing with all of us. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you. Now we would like to invite our next speaker of the day. We have Roshan Kumar Singh ji with us. Roshan Kumar Singh ji is currently doing research work at University of Alberta, Canada in the field of air pollution. He has joined as PhD student at IIT Kanpur and University of Alberta, Canada, and he has been part of IIT Kanpur since 2022. I'm sure his sharing is also going to be setting an exemplary example for all of us. We welcome Roshanji for putting up his sharing in front of us. Welcome.
Thank you very much, ma'am. Hi, everyone. Namaste to all. My name is Roshan, as ma'am told, and I am a joint PhD student at the University of Alberta, Canada, and IIT Kanpur. So currently, I am pursuing my research work in air pollution here at the University of Alberta. Uh, Before that, I was in IIT Kanpur for 2 years, and right now I am here. I'll explain few things in very short. At a time there was confusion about my career, that what will I do after BTech, and since something has helped me to come out from this confusion, and that was one course, I would say. So my journey towards this air pollution and environmental research began in 2018 during my BTech in United College of AKTU, when I took a course on universal human values and professional ethics. Unlike typical engineering courses, this one stood out. It made me reflected deeply on life and purpose and harmony from the individual level to our connections with nature. And in this course, obviously, when I feel we go for the first time, we don't understand the importance. But yes, something touched me, and this course inspired me to attend 8 days workshop with the help of Dr. Sweta ma'am, who gave this proposal, would you like to attend? And that became a turning point of my life. I started to think after that, how can I be more closer to the environment or society while being in this field? And I found my way. That experience motivated me to dedicate my career to working for nature. Instead of accepting job after my BTech, I decided and I choose to continue my studies and focus on environment. And I went for higher study in the field of environmental engineering. So during my MTech, I worked on water related issues, but my curiosity led me further to explore air pollution and its linkage to climate change, which has now become my passion and the core of my PhD research. So I would say I am grateful for the decision to enter this field, and it has allowed me to connect with incredible people, with passionate people, innovative minds working tirelessly to address environmental challenges. The urgency to tackle issues like global warming and climate change has never been clearer. And I feel a profound responsibility to contribute in every way I can. And this journey wouldn't have been possible without the uh, relentless support and motivation I have received along the way. There are many people, and I have been connected with all of those since from 2018. And I'm looking ahead. I am eager to continue as a researcher, teacher, or collaborator to drive meaningful solution in the environmental science along with these course content. I was continuously involved with this human values related work when I was in IT Kanpur under NSS, and I'll continue to explore because this gives me more satisfaction when I am in contradiction. And I would say thank you very much for giving me this opportunity to share my journey. Let us all work together to create a sustainable future where everyone is living with their fullest joy and continuous happiness. Thank you very much.
Roshan ji, thank you for your sharing. But we would like to know more from you. So, how these proposals on nature have been helpful for taking this major decision of your life that you opted for this research work instead of taking up a job? Would you highlight on the learnings which you could get from the UHV course which you did?
Yeah, I'll take one example. So, uh, I have never been to explore, more physics and chemistry when I was in high school. So my chemistry was always weak, and though I mean I could explore mathematics, and that's how I was in civil engineering. So when I decided to go in environmental, that was the decision I went. And then I realized that when I explored that everything what people are dealing in environmental engineering is chemistry. How this course help, that yes, if I am clear that whatever things human being has created here on the earth, and if it is communicable, doesn't matter that I missed at any time, it can be understood and it can be read, then why I am fearing that I cannot do? It took around 1 or 2 years, and I gave that time, and I read again starting from sixth standards to 12th, and I cleared all the concepts of chemistry. And right now I am in better position to understand the chemistry. So that was one example. I mean, uh, and yeah, I think I answered it. Other. Thank you very much.
Ji. Would you like to share your experiences in the family as well? Like,
Yeah, I mean, then there is a different story, because in my family, joint family, my father is four brother and three sisters. So there is some kind of preconditioning in the village, like the time will come when everyone will get separated, and that's how things goes on. But after this course, when I understood the harmony in family, and more about, I would say, the prosperity, about the so-called money, and all the assets, then I realized, I mean, why can all person not be together? And then I took initiative along with my brother. So if I will continue everyone. So we are seven brothers in four brothers of my fathers, and my family was at the verge of kind of separation to become nuclear. But right now, we have taken this decision that at least we are exploring this content, and we are having this the issues resolved, that what we need and how much we need. So let's think in that way. And everyone is living, and there are 10 or 12% at a time in my village they are living, and all other person, there are around 35 members in some part of India they are living. And right now we are joint family, and we have decided to be continue as joint family. So that, I would say, one turning point about my career, and one way of understanding about my family. So that solely because of this universal human values course content. Yes, I'll credit.
Ji. Thank you so much, Roshan ji. We are interested to know if your brothers and other family members also have gone through the workshop. Are they
Yeah, so yeah. So my elder brothers children, there are four of them. and my brothers too, and they have undergone through this course. And I was trying to make the situation when my sister can go, because she is working in the primary education with the government, and maybe she will go shortly. And yeah, I am looking opportunity, I mean, when everyone can undergo. And we all are connected with many people who are working tirelessly at, as I explained earlier. So even though there are many people, a family member in my family, they have not undergone, but they are they have been continuously in touch with many mentors, and some in IT Kanpur as well. And because of them, I understood something, so they kind of do some mentor work for them, and we are in touch, I mean, they are in touch.
Very nice. So you have created this environment in your family so that you can talk about the proposals, and whenever the help is needed, the mentors are around you to help you all as a family to explore and take right decisions which are right for the family.
Not only family, there are many students, I would say more than 10 or 12 from my village as well. So they have also been exploring, and occasionally attending the workshop as well. So we have very a good family in my village as well.
Very nice. So, starting from one family leading to a village as a family, you
Then
are working on that. Roshanji, you mentioned earlier about the people with whom you are working, and they are doing very good work in the environmental field. So, would you
yeah.
like to share some of your experiences on how you were able to deal with them, and how you were focusing on working towards holistic solution instead of just working on solving a problem at piecemeal?
Certainly. So, what happened when I took admission in my PhD? So, my all the meetings with the professor was moving around one thing, and it is very kind of a regular work in big institution, that you will go, and they will having a big fund. You will do work accordingly, and you will publish the paper, and you'll complete your PhD. But I am very grateful to my professors, because of my attitude, maybe what I learned from this course, and I was able to communicate. They agreed what I want to do, and I decided to work about the issues which have not been issues earlier, but now becoming issues in rural India. So my thesis title, which tells that I am exploring the strength and impact of indoor and outdoor air pollution sources in rural settings. So that decision itself is because of a driving force. And you know what is the driving force? So yes, obviously. So I am focusing. So certainly, I am on the verge of completing first project that is related to agriculture in India. So what is the consequences of agriculture in the field of air pollutions, and its linkage to climate change? And in another project, I am working on some another issue that is also related to rural. Yeah.
Thank you so much, Akashi, for highlighting your research work also very well, and which you were able to connect very well with UHV proposals. Now, we would like to invite our participants from YouTube, as well as our delegates and panelists here in the Zoom platform, for putting up questions or sharing regarding what Roshan ji has been sharing with all of us. Do you have any questions for him?
Yes, Didi, I would like to ask one question. Very nice sharing, Roshanji. During the research, it is a common pre-assumptions that a lot of pressure is there during the research and people's life got disturbed because of that. What is your comment on that? Do you feel the same or which we helped you in that?
Yeah, certainly. I would say that I do feel that. But so when you explore the higher courses, certainly I would say that there are various tools. I won't call that technical terms, but through that, at least when you are in contradiction, you can sit and you can see that what is the reason, and you can backtrace. And what I found in me that it is because of the lack of homework. Okay, this is the work which I need to complete, and because in PhD mostly at the end of semester everyone will evaluate you. There is no examination, so most of the time we like to do that, right? So funding and resources, and there are some issues related to professor is one aspect. I agree that people get disturbed because of that also, but this is also one of the issue that we sometimes accumulate the things and we don't do. So that I found in me, and then I started to note down that okay, this is the work I have to complete within that time. And I felt if you will do even some fraction of that work, you won't feel that much stress. And certainly the work which was about to finish in 6 months, you will certainly finish it in more than, I mean, 8 months or 9 months, but it will not take that much time. So, yeah, I mean, I would say that whenever I am having any problem, at least I can sit and I can trace back that what is the problem. And most of the time, I found that every resource is available. You can find all the theoretical concepts on every website at NPTL in every genre. The only thing that I have to give time to read and I have to give time to address. Yeah.
All right. Thank you. Thank you so much.
Ji, thank you so much. We also have this question from our attendees who are there present over here. Roshan ji, it is interesting to learn from your experience. Since you're working with air pollution, a result of encroachment with the value of nature, how are you balancing or exploring human value and natural value?
Uh, so there are, I mean, 8 billion people. So collectively, we have disturbed this. So it is very hard to make any result which will incorporate all the issue. But certainly, I'm keen to understand the problem. I would say I am not having the capability to address many things, but yes, I read a lot and I feel bad. I mean, when I see the data and all the molecular level data which is kind of mm, creating problem, and we have crossed the limit and still we are crossing the limit. So I can only do one thing. What I do, I read and I develop understanding on that, so that I can contribute something. But right now I won't say that I don't have any concrete solution for any. Thank you.
Ji, Roshan ji, as you rightly mentioned, this issue of right now humans not able to have clarity of their basic aspiration and this feeling of prosperity, this encroachment over every natural resource is happening, and that you are able to see, and you are working for the solution. But now we are very much sure that you see the possibility that as you took this example of a family and how you were able to uh, have this feeling of prosperity within you, and then you stopped families getting separated. So with that, slowly and gradually, humans can also understand this underlying harmony in the nature and then participate with it with their feeling of prosperity and having clarity of happiness about it. Ji, thank you so much. Ji, do we have any other question from
One
our
hand is raised.
Ji?
Dr. Pinky Parekh, Faculty of Anesthetist. She hand was raised. She is having mic. She can put forward her question.
We are requesting our participants to raise hand and use the mic which has been provided so that you can
Meanwhile,
interact.
meanwhile, I would like to add one more thing. What I realized in this field, across the world, in the field of environmental engineering, what we are studying basically pollution in air, pollution in water, pollution in soil. So I feel that if we might have understood this harmony at every level, and we could have established and we could have continued to establish the equilibrium with the human and with the other species, then this branch would never have been existed. So that is also one of the thing, but hope so after some year, some decades, we could do something. Yes.
हाँ नमस्ते।
Namaste.
नमस्ते। हाँ मैं डॉक्टर पिंकी पारिक वनस्थली से। मैं जो प्रश्न पूछना चाह रही थी वो निधि मैम ने पूछ लिया, मुझे मिल गया आंसर।
Okay. Thank you, ma'am.
Roshan ji, one more question I have from my side. Are you connected with this whole content, and are you connected with this process of self-exploration? Would you like to highlight on that?
Yeah, I would say yes, because once you understand the process of exploration, that what is the difference between you and your body. So there is a lot of limitations of our body, but there is no limitation of self. So we can continue to see the self and continue to explore. As I told that you can always trace back that when the contradiction came, that what was the reason. So yes, for this I am always in the way of exploring, and I am in the touch with many mentors who is having very high competence, I would say, because they are working with the government of India in the value education. So yes, the answer is yes.
Ji, thank you so much, Roshan ji. Before we go ahead with our next sharing, I would Ji.
Can I have one question from Roshan ji?
Sure.
Yeah.
Roshan ji, there is a lot of pressure in the, I could see even in my children, that after doing their BTech, they usually have this pressure of joining the gym. And you took the decision to do the research instead of straightforward joining the job and start earning. So you have told that because of the inputs of UHV, you could be able to see that that going for research is better for me. Could you explain that? Could you be able to take this decision at one stretch, or you had some contradictions in your mind, and how could you decide with such clarity that you are not going to take up the job and go for the research?
Yeah, so at that time, even after that decision, I was having contradiction. It this is this time when I am very confident and I am very passionate and I am very having good feeling that what decision I took was very right. But at that time, there was a lot of confusion. But at that time, what I could see that I thought that once after 10-20 years, how will I see myself with too much money or there is something else? So as I told, if I would not having that proposal, then I might have chosen those path with all my friends. What is the typical path in India and typical trend? But yes, along with that there was confusion, but I took decision, and my decision was bold. Why I would say? Because I choose one decision and one field in that I was not having a competence, because I could choose the field of structure transportation. I was very good in that, but I took environment. But because I was sure because of that content, that certainly I would able to learn rather than to contribute at very first sight, I would say very much in that. So I took decision, and later I proved it that what I took was right. It took a lot of time to prove that, to understand the things, but I am very happy right now. I won't say that I am master. Now I am realizing that, oh my God, there are lots of things which need to be understand yet in even one narrow field in the field of air pollution. But yes, I'll certainly do something. Thank you.
जी,
I
जी,
think I answered.
जी. Uh, we are very sure that your answers are very helpful, and especially this whole discussion is going to help the graduate aspirants to see, once an individual goes through this one subject of value education, then there are a lot of possibilities they can see. Instead of just following the conventional way of working, they can decide what is needed at this point in time, and this life is opening. So earlier, an individual would just have focused on my job and my salary, but now you have taken that shift, that it is needed that individuals like you contribute for societal welfare, and by taking part in this uh, harmony in the nature. Uh, uh, we are astonished with you taking this decision so bravely, Roshanji. Um and that has been helping you to meet incredible people and contribute well. And while answering one of the question, you rightly mentioned that this branch of air pollution is there right now because as an individual we are missing on the clarity about happiness and prosperity. Though it is your field, but you are okay even if after some point in time the work in your field gets reduced and you see new possibilities for human beings to contribute well towards harmony in the nature. This example which you shared about your family, that was very nice. When families are on the verge of separation, one individual can contribute so well that he can bring four brothers and then their children's and then the next generation together with this feeling of a relationship towards each other. And as you mentioned, this exploration part is going very well in your family, and your family is helping other families, other individuals also to come forward and start this journey of self exploration.
Didi, please time.
Ji, ji. Thank you so much, Roshan ji, for being with us. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Ji. We have now our next sharing. That sharing is from Lakshya Mittal ji. So Lakshya Mittal ji did his BTech degree in IT branch from Ajay Kumar Garg Engineering College. He has passed out very recently in 2024 and has joined as a software engineer in Right Move Technology. So we invite Lakshya ji for putting his sharing. Welcome. Ji Lakshya ji, I hope you are ready for putting up your sharing. We invite you. Over to you. You will have to unmute. Sorry, Lakshya ji, but we are not able to hear you.
Lakshmi, are you facing any problem?
By the time Lakshya ji is joining back with us, if anybody would like to share their reflections over Akash ji and Roshan ji briefly, then they are invited.
Yes, we are here. We can talk more until
Ji.
Lakshya is coming.
Yes. Yes.
Lakshmi, please switch on your video.
Sure.
लगाइए जी निधि दीदी I want to add one thing. At a moment of time during my college days, I used to have one complaint with my professor that students are just attending and they are not means living this thing. So at that moment during COVID time, Roshan Bhaiya means we already met, but during COVID time, me and Roshan Bhaiya have lot of conversations about UHB and all during WhatsApp. I remember that thing. So that changed my mindset from this that students are not understanding the UHB and not living to that students are understanding and living. So Roshan Bhaiya is always like a mentor for me. So we are still connected and it's a really very nice journey with him. See, this thing I want to add.
Ji, thank you so much, Akash ji, for mentioning it because uh, uh, like this whole batch of students doing it and helping each other becomes very helpful in this journey of self exploration. And we have been experiencing it the same way as a volunteering team, uh, when each other are there to support and help the other person explore when they are not able to see it. The proposal is there, but I may not be able to see to it. And then if somebody helps me, so this team work helps a lot in this whole journey. Thank you so much for bringing it out. Ji. Sangeeta ji, do we have Lakshya ji connected with us now?
Yeah, he is connected and we can see your screen.
Okay. Sorry for the inconvenience.
No
Good
problem.
afternoon. I am Lakshya Mittal from Noida. I hold a BTech degree in Information Technology from Ajay Kumar Garg Engineering College. And currently now I'm working as a software engineer in Rightmove Technology. And I completed 3 workshops of USB in my college. This workshop helps me to understand the importance of right understanding and relationship in my life, which was missing before I attended the workshop. Even the process of self-exploration which I got from the workshop helped me to visualize the harmony from self to the whole existence. The learning from the conscious engineering workshop, which that I am able to focus on my self-awareness and self-exploration. The key objective of this workshop includes self-awareness, level enhancing the ability, and to console oneself to manage reactions by thinking rationally. The workshop which I attended another is the understanding relationship through self-exploration. That helped me to see innate potential to live a happy life. The problem today we face is to understand the relationship and feeling, and consequently we fail it despite all of our good intention. And these problems are due to the absence of one or more of the right feeling in us, in the self. And we try to make up these feelings or by trying to demand these feelings from rather than ensuring this feeling in ourselves. In the same way, the objective, the another of the workshop of mutual fulfilling is to develop the ability among us to express themselves completely by including these feelings, thoughts, and needs. Listen to other at the level of feelings, ability to give empathy in case they feel hurt, ability to communicate at the level of feeling rather than only thought. In this workshop, I was given the process to verify my objectives of life. This process helped me in reevaluating the objectives. The workshop helped me to understand the importance of right understanding and relationship in my life, which was earlier missing. Understanding happiness, prosperity, and its community really provide me a good direction to lead a life like a human. The clear difference between the happiness and excitement also restrict me naturally to evaluate my needs for the physical facility and make me confident with all the things I already have. The process of self-expression helped me to visualize the harmony, started from the self to the whole existence. I can evaluate the number of preconditions, belief, with the help of the content of workshop. Let me take an example how this workshop helped me in my college life and now as well as in my industry life. For example, before attending the workshop, I used to be a little short-tempered in every situation and tend to panic very soon. I never realized that getting angry is the main outcome of my contradiction in my thoughts process. And if the result is favorable to me, then it make me happy. And if unfavorable, it will be depressing me. So getting a sudden outburst of emotion on a momentary basis due to either excitement or certain unfavorable outcome was common. So slowly investing time on myself. After attending the workshop, I observed how many times I got suddenly angry suddenly. Later on, figuring out the reason behind my sudden outburst and irritating nature, I found that most of the time I was get angry due to the action of related ones, as I was thought of bad intention of other. When I got to know it is competence that make a difference of the intention of every human is the same. That is to live the life happily, continuously, and mutually with everyone. Another example is that before attending the workshop, I frequently used to influence with the fascinating and rich people. That is resulting in changing my goals every day. Consequently, ended up doing nothing effective and growthful in my life till the my first year of the BTech. I also found that most of my studies are marks oriented as a result of ending up doing nothing. the fellow mate, which has got nothing protective, as the race of becoming bigger than someone will never end in this ecosystem. There will always be someone bigger than us. Hence, I realize and focus on my knowledge and excellence rather than focusing on an intent or an outcome oriented approach. Further, I observe my ongoing desire, thought, and expectation through self observation. I found I was getting distracted or being fed up by some thoughts while studying. There was lack of some focus and consistency with my tasks in daily life. How the learning from the V cell helped me in my professional life. My learning from the V cell has profoundly influenced my approach at the workplace. It has enhanced my ability to work in a team, helping me to prioritize open communication and value diverse perspectives, which lead to more cohesive collaboration. I now remain calm and focused during challenging situations, handling pressure with greater stability. Additionally, I have developed a strong sense of self, making, making me less effective by external pressure and prioritize quality over speed. With the guidance of a UHV workshop, I would have struggles with stress management, ethical decision making, and achieving a balanced work life. Overall, the insights from the VCell have been instrumental in shaping my professional conduct and broader outlook on life. Let me explain you how this workshop helped me in teamwork in my industry life. In my previous job, I was a part of team working on a big presentation for a client, and suddenly one of my teammates was struggling to finish his part because of some family emergency. I show empathy by understanding his situation and not pressuring him. I offered to help with some of his tasks to lighten his load, which show teamwork.
Lakshji, a small request. Can you slow down the speed?
Okay, ma'am. Okay. I made sure to communicate with him and the rest of the team, so no one feel blamed or judged. By being honest, I share my concern about the deadline, but focus on finding solutions together. Because of these values, me and my team completed presentation on time and everyone feels supported. It also strengthened our bond as a team. Another example is that when I joined my new company and there I worked for 1.5 months, some issue occurred in the company bank account. So due to the salary of all the employees get delayed. My manager already explained this scenario to all the employees that this time the salary of all the employees might be delayed and asked them to wait or cooperate with the company. But at that time, all the employees get unstable due to salary issue. They were not able to link the positive side of the company. At that, before this salary of the company were never delayed. All that time means before this, companies giving them salary on time, and even when the some employees asking for advance, they are also providing. But this time they were not able, means they were not able stable, and they were not cooperating with the company. So is making possible efforts, although the company is now making possible efforts to provide salary of all the as soon as possible. In this time, the learning of UHB workshop helped me to remain calm and stable and able to see the positive aspect of the company. Because I have the trust on the company that salary will be provided to all the employees. It might be delayed. Now I will speak some word on how these values help me in maintaining a healthy life between my work life and personal life. According to me, human values are essential for maintaining a healthy balance between work life and personal life. Responsibility helps me to stay focused on my tasks during work hours, ensuring I complete them efficiently and do not carry unfinished work into my personal life. By being organized and committed, I can manage my workload better and avoid unnecessary stress. Respect. That is the one of the important feeling which I learned from the USA. That remind me to set boundaries, like not checking work emails during family time or prioritizing personal commitments when needed. Respecting my times and other times ensure that both work and personal relationships thrive. Empathy helped me to understand the need of my colleagues, friends, and families. For example, if a teammate needs some extra help, I offer support without compromising my personal responsibilities. Similarly, I try to understand my family needs and give them my full attention when I am with them. By practicing these values, I can effectively manage my times, handle responsibilities, and stay emotionally connected to work and personal life. This value not only help me balance, but also help me to fulfill in all aspects of life. Here I have collected some of the sharings from my friends who are now working in different companies. As first of my friend is Harshvendra Shukla. He shared an instructive perspective about dealing with senior colleagues. He said that whenever senior act inappropriately or indifferently from usual, he tried to understand their feeling instead of making assumptions that might affect his work life negatively. He also mentioned that his team meeting, whether formal or informal, always ended on a good note with everyone, including senior feeling satisfied with the discussion. He believed these positive aspects came from the session and workshop he attended and guidance he received from the value education cell. Another of my friend is Vasu. He mentioned that VSL course helped him to develop important skills like teamwork, ethical decision making. Before attending the workshop, he struggled with working in teams, but now he encouraged better collaboration and communication. Now in a stressful situation, he stay calm and focus on finding solutions, which has helped improve his performance and boosted his team morale. Another of my friend is Harsh Kansal. He also learned the importance of teamwork and unity in his current project, where teams from the different departments working together. But when someone make a mistake, like sending an irrelevant email, other often criticize him instead of offering support. But at the same time, he focused on understanding the personal intention and abilities. He tried to encourage a collaborative approach, helping others to see that criticize each other does not lead to success. So these are all the result of attending workshop, which helped me and them in college life and now helping in professional life and personal life. So now my future goals are is to spread human values by taking sessions at my college and now in the industry. At my college, I aim to connect with the students and share the importance of integrating ethics, empathy, and teamwork into both their academic and future professional lives. I believe my experience can help them see these values play a crucial role in shaping successful and meaningful careers. In the industry, I want to lead workshop and discussion, focus on fostering a work culture grounded in integrity, respect, and collaboration. By sharing these values, I hope to inspire others and make thoughtful, ethical decisions that positively impact their organization and communities. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Lakshji, for putting your own sharing as well as sharing by some of your friends also. So that helps us see all the individuals who are part of this whole effort can help themselves as well as they can help um, uh, others also. And the best part of your sharing was that you are being an alumni of an institute who not just helps the juniors in sharing with the skill part, but also you are helping them to see the importance of this value part. And also you are taking this whole effort for helping your colleagues also to explore this whole process of self exploration. Thank you so much. We invite a few questions now. if there are any.
Didi, we are short of time, so please take care.
Ji, ji, ji. If there are any urgent questions, would like to take them. Harsha ji, would you like to take over now?
Ji, Didi. Thank you, Didi. I now would like to request Dr. Raghavendra Dubey to address us further and provide us suggestions.
Yeah, thank you, Dr. Harsha Mitra ji. I think
Right.
I'm thankful that such a nice session I can able to become the part of this. So first, I would like to appreciate Mr. Akash Mishra ji, Mr. Roshan Kumar ji, and Mr. Lakshmi Mittal ji, who has given I think, a very detailed insight about what they are doing with this value education. So I appreciate your outstanding effort in embracing the holistic value. Your commitment for the values, emotion is truly commendable. I think this is very inspirational to all of us. So I feel you all three, your dedication toward holistic living is not only beneficial to your individual growth, it is also setting an examples for your colleagues, your friends, your family members, your extended family members. And with this particular presentation, I think it will be very, very motivational to all the viewers also, those who are very much keen to understand about the importance of value education. And whatever the essential life skills you have developed, such as self exploration, the effective communication, the empathy, whatever you have discussed, I have noted down everything. I feel that make a sense of this value education which you got in your bachelor or post graduation time. As you discussed, I think a lot of things have been noted with this, and I feel that the holistic vision which you have got with this education, with this value education about the holistic vision of the life, what is the aim, what you express with this. I think this create a lot of understanding to live with the harmony with the family members, with your extended family members, with your friends. I feel this is again you have mentioned also about the collaborative attitude what develop with this education to work in the job with the harmony with the team members, with the seniors, and to giving the solution centric approach. What a very important thing which was observed with the problems you received in your job and your everything, and you have a solution centric approach to deal it with in a calm mode. Again, a very important thing, becoming not to be very eager about that particular thing. You are very calm to handle the situation. I think that was a very important thing. And the most important thing with the observation of 2 and 3, that you can able to distinguish between the able to understand the need of both self and the body. That is rather, I think, a very important exploration you shared here, and can able to see the content of imagination while taking the decision. I think this is a very important a part which is being, I think, shared with this value education. I think the current education system more emphasizes on the skill is not giving that part, but your mentors, your institute, which are providing the value education, can able to give you the such a detailed insight about the uh, understanding the content of imagination, which will make you, I think, the most important thing which is shared by Lakshji is that the short tempered, the angriness, that opposition, depression, aggression, these all things are, I think, this is the most important problem which is coming with the current, what we say, human society. Everyone is facing with this problem, and you are getting the solution of this with this education. I think very commendable thing which is shared by you all. uh, I feel more important thing is, again, you have shared the ability to understand the others. This is again very important thing which we required while we are working with humans, and everything is wherever we are in a family or at a job place, we are dealing with the humans. So I think that network, human relationship and ability to understand others, I think this is a fundamentally a very important thing for developing a human consciousness. So I think very important part being considered here. And with the Akash ji and Laksh ji and simultaneously Roshan ji also highlighted the ethical decision they are taking. This is again a very important need of the era, that we need to understand other as a similar, and we need to take a decision which are very much ethical to the current situation and with the current need. So I think most of the things which you are highlighting are very, I think, very, very encouraging to each and everyone. Again, I appreciate the Roshan ji also. He is also emphasizing more toward the environmental handlings, is upon pollution control and environmental system, and looking toward the global warming and understanding the problem which is associated with the environment. I think we need to think over that, why we came to this stage. We need to develop the understanding so that this problem can be rectified. And uh, I think the aim of the education is being highlighted with your reflections, that great effort are made by your institute for bringing this content in your education, in your graduation and post graduation time, and making you able to explore these all things and understand your responsibility with the other human beings and with the nature, and participating in a sustainable manner. And I think this is really appreciable to all. And I again encourage you all to continue this path. I think there is lot to explore, and each and every moment we need to go ahead with that. So while asking by Mrs. Nidhi that this content, you are exploring this content right now or not, I think this is a continue to explore. I mean, this everyone has to understand, this is a continue to go ahead. It is not a part of only a course content. So with the reflection, I think everyone is again in the part of exploring, and I wish all the best to everyone to please encourage to incorporate this content in all the institutions, so that number of students, the alumni, will increase more with this reflection and exploration, and I think it will make a healthy human society. So thank you for inviting me for this. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. Thank you for sharing with us your valuable insights, motivating our alumni, and guiding us through your suggestions, and basically providing us with guidance for our UHV journey. I now would like to invite Nisha Gupta to present vote. Thank you.
Yes, thank you, Dr. Harsha. So on the behalf of entire UHV team, I'm so very thankful to Mr. Akash, Mr. Roshan, and Mr. Lakshay for putting forward very beautifully the impact of value education in their transformation. We are also very thankful to Chairperson Dr. Raghavendra Dubey for his useful insight to the students, to the alumni, and Chairperson Dr. Miss Nidhi Sachde for also sharing her valuable inputs during the sharing by the alumni. I'm thankful to all the panelists and delegates on Zoom and YouTube for their patient hearing and their feedback, their questions. So before leaving the session, I would like to share about next sessions also. Earlier also, there was a keynote address in this conference that connects this session with that session. In the keynote address, Dr. Baglia very beautifully highlighted the importance of human education or value education for fulfilling our basic human aspirations. So in continuity with that, we had this sharing session where the individuals who are going through the process of value education in their higher education, or who are continuously exploring and validating these proposals in their living. We had listened to their sharing and how beautifully they have expressed their transformation. And now in the next to come, after the break of 30 minutes, there will be panel discussion sessions from 2 to 3:30 p.m. So we'll have panel discussions in 4 rooms in parallel. So discussion on the need of value education, holistic value-based education will take place in room 1, and the discussion on holistic human health is going to be there in room 3, and the discussion on value education will be there in room 1 and 2. There will be parallel sessions in room 1 and 2 on the need for holistic value-based education. And for human health, the discussion will take place in room number 3, and for SDG and addressing them at the root, the panel discussion will be there in room number 4. So we may all join those panel discussions. So with this, I thank everyone for joining this sharing session. We'll have sharing sessions tomorrow also, and in the shift 2 also. So keep connected. So namaste to all.
Thank you very much, ma'am.